What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Good Success Quick Tips. I am Josh Culler, and with me again, I've got Tom Olson. And today he's going to talk about, the mic there, sorry. Today he's going to talk about the importance of timelines in your business. And God help us, there's a lot of people that need this. I mean, we come across a lot of businesses that need this. So listen up, timelines. Tom, what do you have for us today?
Yes, so I think a lot of times people get into their business and they're like, processes. They got to come up with processes, and we've done this. Trust me, I am a huge proponent of processes. I love processes. I love automation in processes. I love to do all that stuff. I don't necessarily like process mapping, but I think it is super valuable as we do it in our business quite often. But I think one thing that at least I saw in our own business that kind of got lost in the translation sometimes is like the different timelines that have to happen. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you guys are doing process mapping, or even if you're just doing, some people just do lists or they do checklists. Those are all great. You should do every single one of those things. But I think there's key processes in your business. For instance, for us, we get a house under contract and then we close a house. So like getting a house under contract is a huge milestone. Closing the house is another huge milestone. There are things that need to happen during that time period, and I think the whole company needs to see what those other things are. So for us, we have to go out and get a lender. For us, we have to start getting utilities turned on. For us, we have to get maybe insurance on the property. For us, we have to schedule closing, and those things all kind of happen. And we have processes for all those, and we've mapped them out, and they're beautiful. But we need to make sure that the whole company can see these are the timelines in which these things are happening. A great tool for this is called Gantt charts, and maybe we'll have the link for that below for this. But Gantt charts, you can, instead of doing a process map sometimes, I think you ought to also look into your high level process, the whole start to finish. So for us, we did a Gantt chart from the time a house gets under contract to the time we actually list it. So it goes from closing to now it's in scope of work stage maybe. So we have to get a scope of work from the contractor, and then it goes to customer approval. So the customer has to approve the scope of work, to making sure that the contractor is ready to go. The contractor agreement process is in there for us. So all these things take time, and then the actual rehab process for us. And then at the end of the rehab, we actually have another milestone that says you can't. This says when we're in punch list stage, you need to notify property management. You need to notify sales if they're going to sell the property. You need to notify other people in the business. So there's these milestones. One more milestone I forgot to mention is when utilities get turned on. So we have these major milestones that happen within a project, and other things in the business need to make sure that they happen at that time. So, and also I think it's very good to let your employees know, the people that work for you, what do you expect? So for me, I expect from the time we close a house to the time we get utilities turned on, somewhere between a week and 2 weeks. Now, if it takes a week, I expect that project to start within I think I have within 7 business days of the time that ends. It may be 2 weeks, don't hold me to that. But if it takes 2 weeks to get utilities turned on, I think that project ought to start a little sooner. So the project ought to start maybe in 3 days or in 5 days. Now, whatever it is for your business is fine. You don't have to copy everything that I do, but you should know what it is in your business. And not only you should know what it is or what the expectation is, but your employees should also know. So I think this is something that is very important and very key. Don't just do process mapping. Don't just do your lists and your checklists, but also kind of go through and put service level agreements to those. And like if something's out of whack in your business, a lot of times, for instance, for us, if a house takes 4 weeks to close, a lot of the stuff could be getting done. But if a house only takes a week to close, we don't have enough time to get some of the prelim stuff done. So I think with a Gantt chart, it also will help you determine if this takes longer, well then these items could get stretched or longer as well. So one more quick example would be we buy houses different ways. So if we buy a house in a sheriff's sale, we don't have any prelim time. So I went and I told my funding coordinator, well, since that's the case, you got to really push up your timeline. If you normally have 2 weeks to get a lender, now you really only have a week to get a lender. Does that make sense? I hope that helps you guys. I think it helped us, and it helped our company, and I think anything that we can do to help you guys understand what your purpose is and to be able to realize your potential that's why we're here.
Timeline is very important to put in your business and make sure that that well-oiled machine still runs like a well-oiled machine. So
and people have the expectations. This is what I expect.
Yep.
This is when I expect it to be done.
Yep, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Tom. We appreciate that, and we'll have the links below that he mentioned about Gantt charts, so you guys can go check that out as well. Get processes in your business, but make sure timelines are there as well. So thank you guys for watching this video today. If you guys did find value in this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube or like our Facebook page. However you're watching this video, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.